Hello everyone, I am Pratibha Prabhugankar, Assistant Professor at Dempe College of Arts and Science, Miramar, Panji, Goa. This module is for third year BSc Botany students, semester 5. Course code is VOC 106 and title of the course is Cell Biology and Plant Biochemistry. Title of the unit is Biomolecules and module name is Protein Synthesis. That is, it includes transcription and translation. In this module, we will be studying transcription and translation process and protein synthesis. At the end of this module, you will be able to understand transcription and translation processes and explain the process of protein synthesis. Protein synthesis. Proteins are giant molecules formed by polypeptide chain of hundreds to thousands of amino acids. Different arrangement of these amino acids in a polypeptide chain makes each protein unique. Protein synthesis is governed by genetic information which is carried in the genes on the DNA of the chromosomes. These are some of the important components of protein synthesis. The first thing is DNA. There are 3 types of RNA, amino acids, there are 20 amino acids, ribosomes and enzymes. DNA is transcribed to mRNA in the nucleus and mRNA is translated into protein into the cytoplasm. And this order of events, it is called as central dogma of molecular biology. You can see the figure, DNA to RNA and RNA makes proteins. Protein synthesis occurs in 2 steps. First is transcription, wherein the genetic information from a strand of DNA is copied into a strand of mRNA, and the second step is translation, where mRNA with the help of ribosome forms a chain of amino acids based on the information contained on mRNA. Transcription. It is also called as synthesis of mRNA. DNA transfers its information to mRNA. This mRNA, it is synthesized into the nucleus. It moves to cytoplasm and then to the ribosome to direct the synthesis of protein. Transfer of genetic information from DNA to mRNA is known as transcription. Transcription or mRNA synthesis is the process of creating an equivalent RNA copy of a sequence of DNA. These are the components of transcription. The first one is template, the next is activated precursors and RNA polymerase, which is an enzyme. Template, usually from a double-stranded DNA, out of the 2 strands, only 1 strand is transcribed and that is known as template. There are 4 activated precursors. These are the ribonucleoside triphosphates, that is ATP, GTP, UTP and CTP. And the enzyme RNA polymerase, the ribonucleoside triphosphates are joined together by the enzyme RNA polymerase with the elimination of pyrophosphate. The process of transcription, it takes place in 3 phases: initiation, elongation and termination. The step 1 is initiation. Initiation is the beginning of transcription. It occurs when enzyme RNA polymerase binds to a region of DNA which is called as promoter. All promoters are AT-rich regions, and these promoters are situated about 10 bases before the initiation site. And this region has a common sequence of TA, TA, AT, and it is commonly known as Tata box. These are the promoter regions, you can see, which is situated 10 bases away from the transcription start site or the initiation site. Prokaryotic RNA polymerase can bind to template on its own, but eukaryotes require several other proteins. They are called as transcription factor, and this transcription factor binds the promoter region. So the transcription factor first binds to RNA polymerase and then completed assembly of transcription factor and RNA polymerase bind to a promoter, forming a transcription pre-initiation complex. Formation of this transcription pre-initiation complex signals the DNA to unwind so the enzyme can read bases in one of the strand of the DNA. Once DNA unwinds, enzyme is ready to make strand of mRNA with complementary bases. Binding of RNA polymerase to DNA results in unbinding of DNA double helix. So a short segment of DNA opens up and synthesis of mRNA begins on one of the strand of DNA. First base in mRNA is always a purine. It can be either guanine or adenine. Next step in the process of transcription is elongation. Elongation is the addition of nucleotides to the mRNA strand. RNA polymerase reads the unbound DNA strand and builds the mRNA molecule using complementary base pairs. Complementary base pairing is the phenomena wherein DNA guanine always binds to cytosine and adenine always binds to thymine. Chain elongation takes place by addition of activated precursors that is ribonucleoside triphosphates. It can be ATP, UTP, GTP or CTP. For each nucleotide added to the growing RNA chain, a pyrophosphate is given off. And this pyrophosphate is then hydrolyzed into inorganic phosphate, which can be utilized for other processes. Elongation takes place in 5' to 3' direction. This is the picture showing the elongation of mRNA, wherein new nucleotides are added to the mRNA. Third step in transcription is termination. Termination is the ending of transcription and it occurs when RNA polymerase crosses a stop sequence in the gene. The mRNA strand is complete and it detaches from the DNA. Eukaryotic protein gene contains a poly A tail signal which is located downstream. Once the synthesis of mRNA takes place, that means the process of transcription is completed, the mRNA moves to cytoplasm from nucleus. And there the next step takes place, that is translation. Translation. Genetic code is universal or general because the same codons represent codes for the same amino acids in all the living organisms like viruses, bacteria, plants, animals and fungi. So this is a strong evidence that all living organisms on the earth now have been originated from a common ancestors. Second step in the protein synthesis is decoding of mRNA into a protein and it is called as translation. These are some of the important components of translation: mRNA, tRNA, ribosomes, enzymes and proteins. mRNA is synthesized in the nucleus and it is transported to the cytoplasm. tRNA, it is an adapter molecule that mediate transfer of information from nucleic acid to protein. Ribosomes, they are the manufacturing unit of cell. They are located into the cytoplasm and they contains ribosomal RNA and proteins. Enzymes are required for the attachment of amino acids to a correct tRNA molecule and for a peptide bond formation between the two amino acids. Proteins, they are the soluble factors which are necessary for proper initiation, elongation and termination of translation. Translation process, it consists of 3 phases or stages: initiation, elongation and termination. The first step is initiation, wherein the mRNA carries the genetic information for protein synthesis from DNA to cytoplasm. mRNA binds to the small ribosomal subunit from 5' end, where the first codon is AUG, which is positioned correctly upward. AUG codon pairs with anticodon, that is UAC of tRNA, which carries the methionine, and which becomes the first amino acid in the polypeptide chain. Large ribosomal subunit binds to this complex, that is the complex of small ribosomal subunit plus mRNA plus tRNA, and then the reaction of protein synthesis begins. Next step is elongation. The ribosome has 3 sites, P, A and E site. P site is the binding site for tRNA in the ribosome. A site is the amino acid binding site and the E site is the exit site. Anticodon of another tRNA binds to the next complementary codon on the mRNA carrying second amino acid in polypeptide chain. Peptidyl transferase enzyme, it catalyzes formation of peptide bond between the free N terminal of one amino acid at the A site and carboxyl end of another amino acid at P site. Once the bond is formed between two amino acids, the first tRNA is now empty. It leaves the ribosome and it is ready to pick up another amino acid. But the second tRNA holding both the amino acids. This is the figure showing wherein the tRNA carries amino acids. The ribosomes moves along the mRNA where the A site will be empty. This brings the next codon to the ribosome's P site. The cycle starts all over again where the anticodon of the appropriate tRNA binds to the codon on the mRNA, bringing the third amino acid at the A site. The growing polypeptide chain is attached to the newly arrived amino acid that is carried on the third tRNA and the sequence repeats. The third step is termination. Protein synthesis stops when ribosome reaches a stop codon on the mRNA. Stop codons, there are 3 stop codons, UAG, UAA and UGA. A special protein, that is the releasing factor, binds to the stop codon on the mRNA, causing the ribosome to leave the mRNA. 2 ribosomal subunits separates from each other to release the formed polypeptide chain. As soon as the 5' end of the mRNA emerges from ribosome, it may bind to another small ribosomal subunit which initiates the protein synthesis again. Each mRNA molecule typically has up to 100 ribosomes attached to it, where they are translating its message as they move along the mRNA. One mRNA with many ribosomes attached to it forms a cluster called as polyribosome or polysome. These are my references. Thank you.